Y'all, it's been overcast all day. It's raining again. Rain, rain, rain. The earth needs it. Desperately needs it. Need to close my gate. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. I got my B-Loves Life Smackalicious butter garlic sauce. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, what's up, y'all? I am in here chilling, winding down, just watching the news. Y'all, ooh, let me tell you something, honey. This is a Naomi conversation. Naomi is coming out. Y'all, and I got a dim in here. I love to come in here and just chill. And these people taking out these PPP loans, honey, they sending these people to jail, honey. These people are getting prosecuted. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better stop letting Pookie and them do your paperwork. Y'all better stop letting folks that don't know what they're talking about do your paperwork for them PPP loans, honey. Because there are certain criteria that you have to make and a threshold you have to meet to get them PPP loans. And, honey, people are falsifying documentation. You know, if you've got a business, I think there's certain stipulations that your business should have netted $100,000 to get some. Oh my God! And I'm just sitting up here shaking my head, and I'm thinking, honey, I'm like, oh, just like these people are being prosecuted for what happened up there on Capitol Hill, honey. Honey, they're sending these people to jail, honey. OMG, these people, oh my God. And unfortunately, it's a lot of my black brothers and sisters, y'all. And see, what they were saying is a lot of these government computers were not like linked and communicating to one another. So if you're only on any kind of assistance, whether it was Section 8, all these different, honey, they are linking these computers up, so now they're talking to one another, and they don't know if Lisa, you over here, or Jonathan. Oh y'all, I'm just telling you. See, a lot of people, you know, they look at it being free money. Oh my, honey, these people are going to jail, honey. They are not playing, honey. Ask them women on the Housewives, some of them women that went to jail because they signed them paperwork, signed taxes improperly. What was it? Teresa Giudice? She went to jail, honey. Because, look, when you do your taxes, let me tell you something, y'all. I don't care who's preparing them. Your name is what's going on that signature. And guess what? There's a spot in there where it says who's your tax preparer, and you put their name and contact. But, honey, let me tell you something. Ultimately, when the rubber meets the road, honey, if your mess is wrong, they coming after you. Now, what they do with the tax, I don't know, but your name's on that signature, honey. And same way with these PP. Oh my God, I'm just sitting here listening to this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, these people finna get in some serious trouble. Because now they have linked these things up together. Honey, that's why I'm telling you the truth. That's why I sat here that one Saturday and took me almost 2 full days. But, honey, I had IRS, and I was on this, honey, render unto Caesar's what Caesar's. I'm being serious. It is not worth your freedom to get small gratifications. And honey, these people, they're not going to care, honey, if you're a single parent with 8-year-old child, honey. They're going to put you in jail for falsifying paperwork. Oh my God, my stomach is just hurting. Oh my. Naomi has come out. I'm just sitting here thinking, Lord, please have mercy. Oh, honey, it's like that Psalm 51. Father God, in the name of Jesus, have mercy on these people's soul. They are fit to bust some folk wide open. Oh, you have to have certain things on your, just like what, oh my God, I'm cringing because all that paper, all those, like, a homeowner. I have I'm an independent contractor, self-employed with YouTube, with Google. And you have to fill out Schedule C. You got to fill out Schedule 1. You have to do, you have to pay self-employed income tax. You have to pay all that stuff. And you have to have that paperwork filled. You have to have all those schedules filled out. Oh my gosh. And honey, these people are letting Pookie and them do their paperwork. Oh, I'm just shaking. Let me just say this, y'all. Let this be a teachable moment. I don't know who this may be for. Y'all, I'm just telling you, it is not worth it trying to cheat the government or trying to get something that you are not eligible for. Let me say that again. It is not worth your freedom to cheat the government or any entity for that matter for a temporary gratification. Now, I know some people were desperate. We were in a pandemic. I'm just telling you, it is not worth it. If the Lord who is faithful kept you, he is faithful and has the ability to keep on keeping you. And you don't have to do stuff that's going to wind up putting your tail in jail. Oh my God. I have to just say it again. Y'all, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm sure y'all have probably been seeing it on the news. Please, people, hear what I'm saying. Getting these $5,000 and $10,000 loans, these PPP, and you know that you're doctoring your paperwork, that mess is going to come back to bite you, because that's exactly what, look, that's the kind of stuff that happened when that housing market mess happened. People were getting qualified for all these loans, knowing with them variable rates, knowing when the payment came in, they were going to, ooh. And now, honey, they're updated, because a lot of these government computer systems are very, very old, dinosaur. But honey, let me tell you, they are now starting to sync these computers so that they know what the left hand and right hand are doing. Oh my God, I'm just sitting up here listening to these people talk about how people are being prosecuted, and rightfully so. If you doing some underhand, can't you, don't you stuff. Oh, when PPP loans first came out, I said, well, this is good for people. Because see, my thinking was, this is good for people who have small businesses, and they're trying to save their small business from this pandemic, because nobody was going out. Nobody was going out to eat. So, this was, small businesses is what helped run, really America, these different cities. The mom and pops and the small, like I said, the boutiques and the pet grooming businesses and different eateries, different restaurants, whatever's goods and services, small businesses is what helped hire your teenagers for those summer jobs and stuff like that. So this was, to me, that's what I'm thinking. And, anybody else who had a mechanical shop, a tire shop, you had your small business, lawn care business, whatever the case may be. And so here it is. They have put these loans in place to help these small businesses stay afloat so that they don't just belly up, or even to help restart their business after the pandemic or during the pandemic. And honey, let me tell you something. I had no idea. Like I said, how you hear, but when you're busy and you're doing other things in life. And I thought, well, what? People were taking out these PPP loans and did not qualify, or they were lying on this paperwork. and these different places that were giving these loans out were falsifying information on these people's paperwork. Oh my God. I don't. Whoo. And see, if you signed your name to that paperwork, that means that you are in agreement to whatever was listed under your profile to receive that loan. And I'm just sorry. That's why you say it's all buyer beware. Let me tell you something. You better be reading when you're signing away stuff that you're responsible. You better be reading that stuff. You better take the time. When I was in college and we did insurance law, I can remember all those law classes that we had to take for business, the different types of law classes. And that was the one thing my instructor said. I don't care what you do. And my parents always taught me that too. I don't care what you do. You better read stuff that you are signing. Because you never know that in them fine terms and conditions, in them that red small print, you don't know if it says, okay, in 3 years, you got to cut your leg off and give it to us. I mean, and that's kind of dramatic, but you understand what I'm saying. You better know what it is that you're signing. And that everything that you sign is truthful. I'm just telling you the truth. Oh my God. I had to just jump on and talk about it. Because like I said, in everything, get an understanding. And, cheating is just not worth it. It is just not worth it. Because, honey, I guarantee you, a lot of those people, again, that stormed the Capitol, they were passionate. Okay, yeah, they wanted Trump to win, whatever. But I guarantee you, they never thought that they would be now, some months later, finding themselves having sentences, sitting in jail, getting 12-month sentences. And same way with these PPP loans, there are people that are being prosecuted right now. And that mess is going. I'm just telling you, honey, you're going to be sitting at home eating a steak and baked potato and broccoli with cheese on it. Y'all know I have to talk about food. I'm a foodie. Yeah, you sitting at home and you about to chow down on a steak, potato, broccoli seasoned to perfection with cheese on it, with a glass of sweet Southern North Carolina tea, and somebody's knocking at your door. And like I said, honey, I feel horrible for some of these mothers, these single mothers that have filled that paperwork out, falsifying it, and they're now being arrested. Now their children are being placed somewhere. Oh my God. It's not worth it, people. It is not worth it. Just like Jesus said, listen, render unto Caesar's that is Caesar's, and render those things that are God unto God. Render unto the tax people what the taxes are. And it's part of the ticket that thou shalt not bear false witness. Oh my God, these people are about to get it. And I mean, we've seen through test time, honey, these celebrities are getting put in jail for tax evasion. These people that when you falsify these documents that go to a government entity, honey, it is not worth it. It's not even worth it. You trying to save, granted, you trying to save $400 or $500 in taxes, and you done lied and did all this, but now you finna go to jail for a year or better. Because you trying to save $300 and $400 in taxes because you lied. Honey, it's just not even worth it. It ain't even worth it. And we know we all can blow $400 or $500 easy, quick, fast, in a hurry. But anyway, that's just all part of it too, that taxes and all that. But honey, these people are getting snatched up. Behind them PPP loan. And like I said, I've been sitting here and watching and listening to the intricate details of the PPP loan. And like I said, on the surface, that's what I'm thinking it's for. And that's what it was, carved out to be. But honey, they they were saying they had lifted some restrictions, but you still have to meet certain criteria. And your criteria ain't being met when you falsify the documents. And that's just on anything. Oh my God, these people, my people, we perish for the lack of knowledge. Because we listen to Pookie and them. I know I'm a little rough, y'all. I'm winding down. Because of Pookie and them. I'm just telling you, we can't listen to Pookie and them. If you want to trust somebody, but you better verify. That's one thing we learn in leadership school and in corporate America. Trust but verify, baby. I love you. You look good. You always take care of business, but you better verify. Oh, yes, ma'am. And yes, sir. You better verify. All I can say is, Lord, have mercy upon them. Like Jesus said, and for some people, just like Jesus said on the cross, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. But some folks, they knew what they were doing. And the thing of it is, even if you didn't, here's a lesson. If you don't hear nothing else I say in this video, y'all, before you sign documents, I'm talking about some serious stuff, you better be reading. Read what you sign. Take the time out and read it. I know you might be standing in line. There might be a lot of people looking. You trying to hurry up and get seen by this doctor, that. No, honey, take that extra 5 or 10 minutes it needs and it requires to read that documentation. Because I remember I went to the doctor's office. It's been a year or so back. And I was reading over something. And I was sort of scared. And I stopped because I was going to sign it. But, because you had a medical office, you feel like, well, hey, they on the up and up. But it was something, and I'm not going to disclose, but it was something on there in the record. I said, wait, what's this right here? What does that mean? What does this mean? So I was glad I stopped and took the time out and read it, and it brought clarification. And I thought, oh, no, you need to take that out of there. That ain't what went down. That ain't the get down there. I don't agree with that. It had to do with my settlement. So I'm just glad I took the time out, and I had a lawyer who was representing me. But see, sometimes you have, like I said, you have to look out for yourself. It was some medical records concerning that settlement, and I'm just telling y'all, it takes. If you don't hear nothing else I say, take the time out. Take that extra 10, 55, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Take the extra time out and read over documents. Especially when you have some prepared. If something is being prepared for you to read over and sign, take the time out to read. I'm just telling you, this message. Take the time out to read what you're signing, honey. Oh my gosh. I still think about Teresa on The Real Housewives, and this was years ago when she had to go to jail, and while she was in jail, her mom passed away. It was just, and what I'm saying is, she was saying, well, I didn't know what I was signing, but honey, the law didn't care. Your Hancock was on that paperwork. Because you were married to your husband at the time, and that you signed them you signed the name of that paperwork because your name was on all that stuff, information too. Pookie and them will get you in trouble. You better just pump the brakes and say, well, hold on, Pookie, let me verify this. And see, that's another thing too. I'm gonna tell you something. That scripture is, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Do you know how many problems, how much money, how many problems can be solved if people would just pick up the phone and make a call, or Google, or go to a reliable source to gain knowledge and information? And it's not going to take, but maybe it might take you 5, or it might even take you a day 5 minutes to a day. But if that one day of you diligently searching, diligently seeking, diligently looking up some information just to be for sure. Just be for sure. That's why when I do my taxes, it takes me all day because I want to, okay, let me double check this. Let me read exactly what it says about this right here, right here, right here, right here. Let me just double check to make sure. And if you take the time, do you know how much problems you save yourself? When you just take the time out, that 5-minute phone call of searching out something or verifying something could save you a whole lifetime, perhaps, of trouble and drama. Anyway, let me hush because like I said, I'm winding down. But anyway, for sure, y'all, I'm going to do the rainbow haul. It's a massive haul. This is my first time. That video will be posted tomorrow, which will be maybe, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Anyway, it'll be after this video. But anyway, let me go, y'all. I is tired. I looks tired. And you know what? I'm about to go to bed. Love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. And remember, read what you sign, honey. Read what you sign.